and welcome back to Real Reviews. This is Cody Williams, and we're talking about the movie Spider-Man No Way Home. It is the newest entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that continues Peter Parker's adventures after his previous journey and Far From Home. It is the long-awaited sequel I'm sure almost everyone has been looking forward to ever since this movie was in the planning stages. Considering it's one of the most hyped movies of the year and also on the same magnitude of Avengers Endgame, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'm super excited to finally see this movie and to be able to talk about it with all of you. As far as spoilers go, I'm going to keep this review as vague as possible and only talk about what's been revealed in the trailers. So as far as that regards, please watch this review at your own risk. The movie story follows Spider-Man's identity now being revealed. Our friendly neighborhood web-slinger is unmasked and no longer able to separate his normal life as Peter Parker from the high stakes of being a superhero. When Peter asks for help from Doctor Strange, a spell goes wrong, causing dangerous foes from other worlds to appear, which forces Peter Parker to discover what it truly means to be Spider-Man. This movie, wow, just wow. I haven't been this infatuated with a movie like this in a while since maybe Avengers Endgame. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this movie is better than Avengers Endgame. Yeah, it's that good. Without a doubt, this film is a true love letter to anyone that calls themselves a huge Spider-Man fan. I myself have been a very big Spider-Man fanatic ever since growing up with an animated show from the 90s. It's been one heck of an adventure with a total of 8 Spider-Man movies, 7 of them live action and 1 of them animated. Everything that we know about our favorite web-slinger leads up to where we're at now. First off, I am proudly able to say that this movie in particular is one of the best entries out of the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's right, you heard that correct. Literally everything about this wondrous film is amazing. From the character development, the acting from everyone, the brilliant script, the beautiful cinematography, the grandiose soundtrack, to the epic action sequences. This movie itself is on a level of its own. It really is a privilege to see this movie in theaters because it really is the best of the best. Out of all people to portray Spider-Man, I would have to say that Tom Holland is probably my second favorite actor to take on the role. If you have to ask, Tobey Maguire is my personal favorite. Don't get me wrong, I do enjoy Tom Holland as Spidey, but something about Tobey was just more my style. Either way, everybody that has portrayed the web-slinger were all great. Tom Holland in this movie delivers an exquisite performance that can be noted as one of the best performances of his career. He really is awesome in this movie. Other co-stars such as Zendaya and Jacob Batalon are equally talented as well, but the actual show stealer was the man, the myth, and the legend himself, Willem Dafoe. When he shows up, he goes all out as the Green Goblin. His performance is more haunting and ethereal this time around. He's so good. It's not a spoiler because it's in the trailer, of course, but we have returning villains from previous Spider-Man films, which all include Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Electro, Sandman, and the Lizard. Everyone that portrayed these villains all come back, such as Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, Jamie Foxx, Thomas Hayden Church, and Rhys Ifans. To have all these actors come back is such a bittersweet return. The film script itself is just true brilliance. We get great character development that adds a lot of depth and growth to Peter Parker's character that I really appreciated. To be able to finally include the multiverse into an MCU movie was really nice. It opens a lot of doors to infinite possibilities as to what one may not expect. Let's just say that I, among many, were pleasantly surprised with the events that unfolded throughout the journey. Overall, Spider-Man No Way Home is one emotional roller coaster of a film that will leave you satisfied by the time it is all said and done. As much hype and expectations that went into this movie, it was one of the most exhilarating pieces of film I have ever had the pleasure to experience in theaters. Being a perfectly well-crafted movie through and through, this is by far the best Spider-Man movie to date. I give this movie an A+. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Keep up with my real reviews.